Awesome, so here we are, lesson one. Let's start with our rhythms on the first page, which, we decided we were going to do E to A. But if you want to switch to E minor to A, just because it's in the other song, that's fine. But let's just stick with E to A, which kind of illustrates why this is our default way we're going to play E minor, which is in our Santa Maria second song. Cool. So hey, first rhythm, downstrokes. And like we were talking about, my arm is slung around where it's in the crook of my arm like that, which facilitates this arm situation. And then if you feel like, but I'm back here, you just scooch your entire situation without moving more in front of the instrument, which is what everyone does at first, because it like steadies it. So yeah, that's how we get more wrist in there. And there's two thumb positions. There's doesn't matter, and there's I have to do something like spread out. So yeah, your thumb position for now is cool, though ultimately there'll be things we have to do in classical thumb position. Cool, so rhythm one is just downstrokes, and like we talked about on the back of the page. Worst possible thing, though this is the one rhythm you may be able to just do right out of the box in rhythm. We're looking to just do it like a grocery list at this point.
Yeah.
Like I'm learning the dance steps. But yeah, so we're just least interesting thing ever. And the things you're really paying attention to are, actually hitting all 6 strings with the same amount of attack, and how you're holding the pick, which we talked about is like that, right angles, with about this much sticking out as opposed to this much, or just a little short version as you were doing it correctly. So stopping your practice and get really good at that, and tempting as it's going to be to loop it, I really want you to go 4 total strums, pause 4 total strums until your brain's like, yeah, okay, I can kind of do that, because this is the part where you're really having so much conscious brain space to think about the hand movement. Do that. Great. Rhythm 2, we're going down, up, down, up. I told you on the back of the page that in rhythm guitar, almost 100% of the time, we're strumming down on the downbeats, the numbers, and up on the upbeats, the ands. So here we're going 1 and 2 and 3 and. So that's going to sound like, of course. So yeah, I'm all the way up here, I'm all the way down there. Up is inherently going to have a little less wrist to it. It's a little more arm. But yeah, there we go, kind of. So before you try anything else, we're going for literally just one good. And really just consciously thinking about it, stop, do that. Now we're going for, one time, stop, repeat, until it actually starts to feel fairly easy. That might not be that much time for you, which is cool when you're psyched. And then we're going for, now I'm going to play the rhythm 2 total times. Stop, reset, until that gets easy. And that's kind of a step people underemphasize, and it might seem like this is a lot of hand holding, but we're trying to build up the fundamentals you're going to use for everything ever. And if we went straight to now I'm looping it right after I can do it once, it takes significantly longer for anyone on the high end or low end of the learning curve. So, that we won't pay this much attention to that ever. It'll just be implied that I want you to go get good at it once, get good at it twice, play the whole thing. And accordingly, you're going to just do this sitting on one chord, even though our song is going to go E and A. Cool, so just get really, really comfortable with those. And then rhythm 3, fortunately, you kind of already know how to play, because it's down, 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 up, down, up. It's half rhythm 1, half rhythm 2. Dum, dum, jiggy, jiggy. Same process. Get where you can play it once, get where you can play it twice, loop it until you're really good at it. Excuse me. Section. So now we're going to start adding them actually changing chords. And the structure to our song, I wrote up at the very top of the page, is 2 times through whatever shining pattern we're playing for E, 2 times through for A. And then there's this little star situation on the first line that I didn't cross out, where we were talking about the open strum. Super underemphasized concept, where, if I'm on the very last strum, I'm already on the way to the next chord. and you want to make sure that you don't like go like or anything. It's the time where you actually execute the change. So I'm just gonna do like rhythm 2, and I'm just gonna do the last down up down up. And when you're like slowed down like that, it can sound a little awkward. But if I'm like, it just sounds like guitar playing. Cool. So there we are. We have 2 split seconds. Anyways, that's your task right now. We're on rhythm 1 first. Is the good news, or we're just going? And you totally don't need one there because there's a big enough pause. So get good at that. Rhythm 2 is gonna sound like. Excuse me. Process, get good at it once, get good at it twice, play it. And I'm going to cease to go through all these in as much detail. Rhythm 3. Cool, anyway. Cool, so there we are, and I made a section there because those are all rhythms that are like really derivative of each other and easier than the next couple that we're going to do. Rhythm 4 is going to go dum jiggy dum jiggy. It's kind of like a waltz sound, but not quite. Waltzes are like 3 4. So down down up down down up 1 2 and 3 4 and. Get good at all that stuff. So you are just sick good at everything up until this before you even attempt it. But we have at the end number 5 rhythm. It's literally like a hip hop beat, like dum dum jing jiggy jiggy dum jing jiggy. And yes, I'm completely a goofball and shameless, but I can handle going jiggy jiggy and stuff. And that's gonna be 1 2 3 4 and 1 and 2 3 4 and. So just, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up. Just back to the down, the down, beat up, up, the up thing. So, first half, work on this much. Get good at that, and then just add the next 2 strums. And that's the part where you really want to pause and get good at it, because all that's left is a down, up. And it's that little bit at the end that our ear doesn't pick up as much because we kind of hear dum dum jig jiggy jiggy dum jig, but then there's a jiggy at the end. Right there. So yeah, down 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 up down up down 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 up. Super emphasis on one good line. And here's my suggested starting tempo for that. So unlike the other songs, you're just going to go 1 time through the rhythm and then switch to A because this rhythm is 2 measures long. So that'll sound like. And street cleaner gets the assist, should be audible. Cool, so section, maybe make a note that at like exactly 9 minutes into your video is when we started working on a song by what's the artist? Alright, cool, so 9 minutes in is where we started that, and we're going to be playing this significantly slower at first. So our rhythm is rhythm 3. 1 2 3 4 and 1 and 2 3. Yeah, so we're going down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up. And it's going to be considerably faster than you're going to start, but here's us doing what I mean. I didn't stop, and I didn't, fortunately. Well done. Excellent. Save. That was like the lock the keys in the car moment, and I like didn't quite click. Good times. Anyway, so it was pretty fast. Down, 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 down.
Pensando cada día, cada hora, pensando en ti, caminando, mi seta llena de mora.
And this is significantly faster than we want to be playing, so I, kind of just like be super psyched that you're playing that song and can imagine the vocal.
Yeah.
And maybe here's where we are just starting like. And it would be totally fine if you never got up to speed, literally to tempo, on playing this. Though it'd be really satisfying because you could play it along with the CD. But yeah, a slower version of this is really good. So it's rhythm 3 and 2 changes, and if you do get that fast, that's great, but we want it to be from the position of having gotten really good at all the other stuff we attempted already. Cool, we cut your fingernails. We're always looking to come straight in at the strings. There are certain chords we do 2 ways. I'm going to mention this now just because you know these chords. For instance, G we do 2 different ways because it's in songs with C so often. E minor we do 2 different ways depending on what we're doing. Whereas an A is another, Whereas C we would never do with this, because that just disqualifies a finger. Maybe this stuff's common sense, but so we're gonna. It will be kind of like a Santa Claus moment where you realize you have to learn chords twice, but it seems like you're doing really well with this stuff, and we'll get all kinds of comfortable this week.